Did the judges violate the rules of Tchouaméni and why? So they really called the penalty against Madrid. Which player in the derby did the fans especially admire? And how did Mbappe surpass the achievements of Ronaldo and Messi? That's a brilliant fact. Carlo had no injuries. There are a lot of options for choosing Madrid's lineup. Tchouaméni and Raul Asencio stepped in at center defense, but Madrid fans were excited about another fact. Well, at least Mendy isn't starting. It's a rare win. Carlo, yeah, as long as Mendy's not on my team, I'm good. Let's go. Given the circumstances, this is the best lineup we could put out. Good job, coach. The match was tough for both teams and pretty calm overall until the 35th minute, when the referee awarded a penalty against Madrid. Here's the moment. Tchouaméni barely touches the opponent's leg, and the quick response is telling. La Liga TV. The penalty against Madrid was soft and very controversial. When referee Grotto signaled that he needed to review the moment again, the camera caught the emotion. Carlo. And the coach apparently realized that trouble was coming for his team. And that's how it turned out. A penalty was awarded. Julian Alvarez converted it, but the moment with the penalty caused a real stir, and during the game, Madrid fans were cursing the referee. Here are some strong opinions. This is downright outrageous. This sport is dying. What happened to the game I loved? Another day, another robbery against Madrid. A penalty for an incident that already happened. The more I watch it, the less I understand. Did they seriously call that a penalty? The ball went past both players and Liga was late to serve. Well, that's cool. They didn't give that as a penalty for football reasons. It's just pure corruption at the highest level. In my life, I've never seen a more ridiculous penalty. Surprisingly, this is a robbery. Unbelievable. Jude immediately turned to the referee with comments and said to Soto Grande, "This is madness." As captain, Asencio went to the referees at halftime to discuss the incident, but it was pointless. They made it clear right away that there was nothing to talk about, to discuss. I'm not going to talk about the referee, so don't ask me. People who understand football can't make sense of the referee's decision. The penalty changed the course of the match. There was a before and an after that penalty. Carlo, after the match, as we can see, didn't want to dive into the topic of refereeing, but the reaction from Madrid TV was harsh. Originally, this is the Negrera League. There was absolutely nothing here. The ball went past Lino first and didn't even touch Tchouaméni. This is a corrupt league. The Negrera. Bars. Right after the match, audio recordings of the referees' conversations were released, showing how they made that decision, why they had to call a penalty against Madrid. Let's look at all the explanations. Show him the moment of contact so he can see it, please. And now I'm going to give you another one that's going to be of better quality. Okay, so you can see the foul, alright. Soto Grotto looked at that moment and said he was going to award a penalty, but without a warning. And from the conversation it became clear that the referees assessed the contact itself, and not the offensive intent or the fact that the Atletico player did not have the opportunity to play the ball. Write your opinion in the comments. What do you think about this controversial issue? Did Madrid get convicted here? Did Mendy break the rules? I am very interested in your opinion. I will be happy to read everything in the comments. And we'll get to the events of the second half, where Mbappe really stood out. He has an absolutely brilliant achievement. But for now, I want to highlight a few moments involving our homegrown player, Raul Asencio. The fans were in awe of them. Let's enjoy this moment. Before the break, I was just amazed at the acceleration Raul made to stop Alvarez. Otherwise, the Atletico forward would have been one-on-one with Courtois. Raul Asencio, bravo, and rightly so, noted this moment. A journalist from Relevo. Raul Asencio has become indispensable. Right now, he's the only player who allows Madrid to push their defense 40 meters away from their goal. But we know Raul Asencio as well as. The guy has a strong character. And how did you like this episode? In the 61st minute, Raul made a clean stop to Simeon's son. And then with one precise movement he showed. Get up. And this is a direct association with Ramos. Several years ago, Sergei also called on Felix, ladies and lords, to get up from the lawn. We have finally found our replacement for Ramos Asencio. This is the closest thing to Ramos I've seen in years. No, seriously, he's our guy, Sergio Ramos. So, who was the best player for Madrid in this match? Of course, Raul Asencio. Pass accuracy at 96%, 4 tackles, 5 duels won, and the moments we've already discussed. An app for Madrid fans. You can download it too. You will find the link in the description of this video. Raul Asencio also received the highest score. Well, Ceballos, Rodrigo, and Bellingham had a great match. Jude came very close to giving Madrid the win in the second half, but his header went in the crossbar. Unfortunately, this goal did not happen. Although, Madrid was much better in the second half than in the first. Well, the score was equalized right after the break, just like that babe. He was in the right place at the right time. It seems he didn't hit the ball in the best way, but maybe it turned out better that way. The Atletico defense couldn't move in time to clear that ball. And by the way, Kylian Mbappe now has 500 goal contributions in his career. He has already scored 23 goals in a Madrid shirt, and at the age of 26. His goal and assist stats are better than what Ronaldo and Messi had at the same age. Now that's an achievement, Kylian, and how much more success awaits us from the French striker. We can only imagine. By the way, Carlos' reaction. Mbappe was really modest about that goal. It was like a sign that everything was going to be okay right now. But, of course, things didn't get better. Unfortunately, this game ended not in victory for us, but in a 1-1 draw. We haven't been able to beat Atletico for so long. It's just some kind of curse. One moment at the very end of the match really got to the fans. The club staff lined up to escort the players to the locker room, and that really angered the fans. Congratulating them for what, exactly? With the loss of points. We just drew at the Bernabeu. There's absolutely nothing to be happy about. Carlo Ancelotti summed up this match. Our idea was to keep the white players. Why? It was no coincidence that our goal came after Rodrigo's individual breakthrough down the flank. We are happy. We are still in first place. Yes, it is true that Madrid is still in first place, but if we look at the standings, we see how tough this title race is becoming in La Liga. Here is Atletico. It is 1 point behind. And also Barca, which still has its match to play. And this championship race will continue for a very long time. We need to put in all our effort to become champions. But for now, we're shifting our focus to tougher matches, I think, in the Champions League. This is the playoffs of the Champions League. The opponent, Manchester City. The first away game is coming up in just a few days against Manchester City. Manchester City is the favorite in this matchup, the first matchup, and I think this is the moment when we can take advantage of what you might call a bookmaker's mistake and bet on Madrid with a handicap for the win. I think at the very least Madrid won't lose against a really bad Manchester City today, and most likely we'll even get the win, because Manchester City's defense is a total nightmare. You see the promo code on your screens. If you grab it, just follow the link pinned in the comments, register in a minute, and real money will show up in your account. You can also join me in betting on Madrid to win in the upcoming Champions League match against Manchester City. Oh wait, I feel like success is waiting for us, and overall, we have an exciting February ahead with intense matches in the Champions League and La Liga. We're going to watch and cheer for our favorite team, Real Madrid. So subscribe to the channel, like this video, and be sure to write what you think about the Madrid derby. Friends, thanks for your attention. Goodbye.